Right now, artificial intelligence is about to flood the internet with content. Not good content, just more content. More posts, more videos, more experts. At the end, just more noise. And here's the uncomfortable part. AI will not replace experts. But experts who use AI strategically will replace those who don't. If you're serious about building a personal brand in this environment, improvisation, that's no longer an option. If you already have skills on demand, clients, and you're good at what you do, you've probably felt this. You post, you get engagement, you get conversations, but nothing feels predictable. Some weeks it works, some weeks it doesn't. Some DMs convert, most don't. And deep down, you know, there's no real system behind your communication strategy. You're operating on effort, not architecture. Now layer AI into this. Everyone can generate posts. Everyone can generate scripts. Everyone can generate content at scale. So you need to understand that the advantage is no longer volume. The advantage is structure. AI without positioning just creates noise faster. But AI with architecture, that's leverage. That's dominance. That's perception engineered at scale. And you should be taking advantage of this. The problem was never, I don't know what to post. The problem was more simple. You never designed the system first. Most personal brands are built backwards. Let me explain. People create content for inspiration, then try to find positioning, then try to figure out offers, then try to fix conversion. That's chaos, and chaos doesn't scale. You must to understand this. Brand elevation is not just a program that teaches you how to create content. It's architecture. It's about making every piece work together to build perception and authority in your field. Because branding is not reduced in posting something that looks nice. It's perception accumulated over time. And perception can be engineered. That's why I built Brand Elevation, not as a content course, as a system. A system you can learn and set up in 90 days. A system that combines your knowledge plus AI tools plus content creation optimization. This is equal to your Instagram profile will be capable of generating leads by itself. Okay, but how it works? The program consists of 3 phases, each lasting 30 days. Phase 1, architecture. Here we define your positioning. We isolate the core problem you can resolve. We build your transformation vehicle, and then we sharpen your narrative. When you have this, you stop sounding experienced, and you start to sound definitive. You want to sound like a professional who is definitely a compelling person to work with. Phase 2, AI-powered activation. This is where it becomes unfair. In this phase, you will build your visual AI clone so you can create high-quality videos without setting up cameras every time. Create 3 strategic AI agents. One that understand the real tensions in your niche, so your content feels personal. Another agent will generate aligned content plans with intention. You don't have to think what to post, but more what you want to communicate. This AI agent explains the purpose of each piece of content within the overall narrative. It selects the ideas you want to convey to establish you as an authority. Within those strategic boundaries, you're free to let your imagination run wild. But so you can never lose consistency in your narrative. And then a third AI agent that write down scripts with the psychological intent of each piece in your master content plan. Important is, this AI agent preserves your tone and way of speaking. Your messages are always aligned into a content system mapped to psychological functions. Attraction, authority, trust, conversion. This is not using AI tools. This is AI operating inside your architecture. And in other words, it's about orchestrating artificial intelligence. You stop depending on inspiration. You stop burning out. You start producing with clarity and speed. Your power of communicate your knowledge stops being limited by your time. And it's starting to become a valuable asset that's easy to communicate. Phase 3, conversion infrastructure. I'm not some snake oil salesman. I don't promise you revenue. But by this point, you'll have a well-established brand identity, a cohesive activation system, structured conversations, defined lead qualification, a clear pitch, a straightforward closing process. You won't have to go in blind anymore. You'll have a system capable of consistently generating qualified conversations. That's what turns a personal brand into a valuable asset. Look, I will just say it straight out. If you really want to grow, you'll invest in your career. You'll invest in tools. You'll invest in training. You'll invest in making the most of your resources. Because building a personal brand isn't just a matter of good intentions. It's about having the absolute power to tell the market, this is who I am. This is what I do. This is how it works. This is my value. So you tell me now, how much is that worth to you? Not much? Or a lot? So let's be clear. You can try to piece this together yourself, watch random tutorials, play with AI tools, experiment with content formats, rewrite your bio 17 times. But without architecture, you'll just accelerate confusion. Speed without direction wastes time. Direction with speed builds advantage. There are two ways to implement this. Option 1, the full online platform, step by step. All frameworks, all systems, examples of AI integration, basically execution roadmap. This is built for serious self-operators. Option 2 is not for everyone, because is one-by-one strategic implementation, is made to be private and selective, so I can offer the best results to my clients. We build your whole narrative together. This option is only available upon request. The current price of my program is a special occasion. It's not a sale price. It's an introductory price. Once the program is fully developed and the beta phase is complete, the price will double. And since I understand cash flow, I accept payment in 2 installments because I understand finances. But I do not understand excuses. Because anyone who takes their career seriously doesn't hesitate to invest in leverage. They hesitate to settle for average. If you want to keep improvising, this is not for you. If you want shortcuts, this is not for you neither. But if you want a structured personal brand, AI working for you instead of against you, a system capable of generating qualified conversations. The internet is about to get louder. You can be noise, or you can be architecture. Decide whether you want to be a winner or a loser in the age of AI.